Mark, first of all, how are you?
I'm good, mate, thanks. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's been tough through this lockdown, but Barry's done a fantastic job keeping the tournaments coming thick and fast, so it's been enjoyable.
And you mentioned Barry. What a job he's done, and he's stepping down.
Oh, I know, yeah, it's a shame, but we owe him a lot, before he took the game back over, it was sort of going nowhere, really. 6 or 7 tournaments a season, more or less part-time snooker players having 3 months off in between seasons. And it was probably going to go under. And then Barry's took over now. Obviously, normal times we're having 25 tournaments a year, travelling to places we didn't think we'd be going to. So fantastic job what he's done. But I'm sure, obviously, he'll still be behind the scenes, just doing a few things. He can never rest, can he?
And I think we've got to congratulate World Snooker for getting all these tournaments on in obviously what has been such a tough period.
Yeah, of course, and also a big shout out to Milton Keynes as well. I know some of the players were had mixed reviews about it because we were going to the same place all the while. But for me, it was either have no tournaments at all or carry on going to the same place. So I think it was massive for us going there, and they've done a fantastic job, and it done its job obviously during the course.
It's probably the first time Milton Keynes has ever had a big shout out, that.
Possibly, yeah. It's never been for their football, let's be honest. But no, I enjoyed it there, and it was ideal for me. It's only 40 minutes down the road, so it was perfect, really.
Let's talk about your own form. What a performance in the first round.
Yeah, I played really well, really happy with the way I played. My all-round game was good, scoring, break building, safety. But I've been working hard on the practice table, playing well on the practice table, so it's nice to actually take it out there as well.
And you seem relaxed out there.
Yeah, I was. Even though the first round is normally, for me, the most nerve-wracking because you feel as though you're not part of the tournament until you get that first round out of the way. And on paper, I couldn't have asked for a tougher draw, in Kurt Maflin. Had a fantastic tournament here last year, great player, one of the toughest qualifiers to probably come up against, but happy with the way I managed to handle the game.
That's probably your best ever first round performance.
Yeah, I think so. I've won, I think I beat Fergal a few years ago, 10-2 or something, but I never performed nowhere near like that. I'd probably pinched a few frames, but against Kurt, apart from the third frame, which he probably should have won, I felt like I punished him at every single time he made a mistake.
Tough game now, though, Mark Allen.
Yeah, don't get any tougher. Mark's a fantastic player, played great in the Champion of Champions when he won it earlier in the season. Sort of gone a little bit quiet since then. I think he's had a few cue problems, but it seems to be back to where he wants to be. I watched him in the first round and he played really well, so looking forward to a tough game.
And what would it mean to have another run here at the Crucible?
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. Especially with them having crowds back in now, it's a great feeling. It feels like forever ago since we played in front of a crowd, so to come here, even in the first round, I know there wasn't a full house, but because we've not played in front of people for nearly 12-15 months, it felt like it was a full house, so it was great.
It's just great to have rounds of applause and even mobile phones going off, isn't it?
Yeah, normally we're just sort of moaning about all stuff like that, crisp packets and phones going off, but it was sort of quite nice actually listening to it happen because, we've been behind closed doors for 12 to 15 months. It's been tough to trying to get yourself motivated to play in some of these tournaments.
In your own mind, how far do you think you can go?
Well, I'm confident in my own game. Like I say, I'm playing well. If I can continue playing the way I'm doing, and I feel as though I've got a chance. But it's the World Championship. You get no easy games, and you've got no divine right to win any single match. So as long as I'm happy with the way I'm playing, what I am, that's all you can ask for.
And what would it mean for a fourth?
Oh, it mean everything. Obviously winning it 3 times is fantastic, but having that feeling at the end of the tournament, knowing obviously how it feels winning it. You can't it's difficult to try and replicate that, and having experienced it 3 times, it would be nice to try and do it again.
I hate reminding you, you were involved in a classic last year in that semi-final. Must have taken you a long time to get over that.
Yeah, yes and no really. Obviously it hurt for a few weeks, but then being with Chris Emery and in working on the psychological side of it, I felt as though I probably got over it a lot quicker with having him on board than what I would have done if I hadn't. And we only had a few weeks off before the season started again. And the first tournament of the season, European Masters, I come out on top and beat Martin Gould in the final. So I think if I wasn't with Chris, I think it probably would have took me a little bit longer than that to try and get to a final again or even pick up another tournament because it was a sore one to take.
Is this possibly the best frame of mind you've been going into a tournament for a while?
Yeah, most definitely. I think so. During the season, I've had a decent season, really. I've won 2 tournaments, been to the back end in a few big tournaments and come up short against Neil Robertson in a few of them playing at the top of his game. So, that's nothing to be disappointed about. He's a fantastic player, so he can blow anyone away. So, as far as the season goes, I'm happy with the way my form's been overall. I've been competing. I've not really played many matches where I felt like I've struggled or I've not been happy with my game, so I'm coming here confident.
Have you started studying the draw then?
Not really, no. I mean, them days are gone. When you look at the draw and you think, oh, like you could play a qualifier and you've got an easier game than the seed, and before you know it, the seed gets beat. Like last year, I was due to play Murphy in the second round, and you play Noppon, and you think, oh, on paper you probably prefer to play Noppon than Sean, and he played unbelievable against me and nearly put me out in the last 16. So I just take one game at a time and one day at a time.
Well, the very best of luck against Mark.
Cheers, Mark. Thanks.
Betfred, proud sponsor of the World Snooker Championship.